Sigma males are an archetype of a different, unusual man in our society, defined by their unique traits and perspectives that set them apart from the mainstream and shroud them in an aura of mystery. They have particular likes and dislikes that generally don't align with widely accepted norms, making them enigmatic and incomprehensible to most people. These men are the true outsiders, carving their own paths in the world without sharing many of the traits we see in the average man. They operate by their own rules and apply a self-reliant approach to life. In fact, it's not uncommon for Sigma males to hate or even reject many things cherished and loved by the masses. It's not that they despise many socially valued things just to be different, but because they have very pronounced personalities that lead them to have little to no interest in these things. So, what are these contrasting preferences that set Sigma males apart from the rest of the world? Well, in this video, I'll discuss 7 things Sigma males hate that everyone else loves. If you're a man who rises stronger after every fall, who turns pain into power, and refuses to follow the crowd, write in the comments, outside the norm. And don't forget to join the army of men who don't ask for permission to dominate. 1. Amusement parks. While most people enjoy the lively atmosphere of amusement parks and loud fairs with thrilling rides and various activities, Sigma males often find little joy in them. Their preference for avoiding large crowds and long lines is a defining trait that leaves many confused. This aversion doesn't stem from a fundamental rejection of fun or adventure, but rather from their distaste for inefficiency and the discomfort of being crammed into a crowd. The idea of waiting in line for an hour to experience a 1-minute roller coaster ride strikes them as absurd. They prefer dedicating themselves to activities where they can control the environment to some degree, gather meaningful experiences, and avoid the unnecessary hassle of crowds and long waits. 2nd, nightclubs. While the energy of nightclubs, with their pulsing beats, alcoholic drinks, and opportunities for fleeting encounters, draws many people in, Sigma males generally have the opposite perspective. They often find the chaotic and superficial nature of these social gatherings unattractive. They prefer meeting new people in quieter settings like cafes or through shared interests and hobbies, where they can engage in deep conversations and build genuine connections. Their disdain for nightclubs also stems from their value-based approach to relationships. Sigma males often view encounters in such places as too fleeting and shallow, lacking depth or real connection. They seek substantial relationships where both parties are equally invested and add value to each other's lives. That's why they prefer to save their time and energy for women who reflect high standards of character and integrity, rather than chasing superficial encounters or one-night stands. 3. Overly luxurious restaurants. While many people appreciate the luxury of gourmet restaurants for the prestige they offer, Sigma males often see these places as more of a nuisance than a pleasure. Sigma males value simplicity and authenticity over flashy displays of wealth and status. They'd rather eat in relaxed, casual environments where there's no strict dress code or complicated table manners. For them, enjoying a meal is about pleasure, not status. They'd choose high-quality food in a simple setting over dealing with overly elaborate dishes and exorbitant prices. Luxury restaurants seem tailored for those who want to flaunt their status and wealth rather than those who truly appreciate culinary art. Sigma males, independent and self-assured, feel no need to prove their worth to others through outward displays of affluence. Their preferences are guided by their own desires and comfort, not social norms or expectations. Fourth, social media trends. In the world of social media, where many are obsessed with following and participating in the latest trends, Sigma males remain detached and uninterested. They find no appeal in the endless flood of fads, challenges, or dance videos that flood platforms like Instagram or TikTok. To them, these trends can seem superficial, pointless, or even ridiculous, contributing to the mental shallowness of many social media zombies. Sigma males, as reserved and independent individuals, don't seek validation from strangers online, something that often drives participation in these fads. Social media, with its constant emphasis on external validation and conformity, clashes with their innate preference for privacy. So when Sigma males see these trends popping up or others eagerly jumping on the bandwagon, they simply roll their eyes and move on. Fifth, window shopping. The number of people who enjoy aimlessly wandering around and window shopping with no intention to buy anything leaves Sigma males utterly baffled. This is because Sigma males take a utilitarian approach to shopping. They absolutely hate window shopping or wandering around without purpose. When a Sigma male enters a store, he does so with a clear goal, precision, and efficiency. They know exactly what they need, buy it, and leave immediately. They see no point in wasting time browsing shelves for things they don't intend to purchase. To them, it's a massive waste of time. This doesn't mean Sigma males don't have purchasing desires or dream items. For example, they might have seen an expensive watch they discovered online. But instead of aimlessly window shopping, they view these objects as motivation, a symbol of reward they can attain through work and effort. This mindset leads them to focus on what's necessary to achieve that luxury, rather than wasting time on pointless store wandering. 6. Taking selfies. In today's social media-obsessed culture, selfies and photos have become a staple of daily life for many. It's almost as if an event or experience doesn't count unless it's documented with a photo. This is because society is obsessed with capturing every moment in pictures, believing that sharing these images is equivalent to sharing life itself. Sigma males, however, are completely different in this regard. They absolutely hate taking selfies and prefer immersing themselves in the present moment rather than viewing it through a phone screen. When a Sigma male attends a concert, he can't help but shake his head at people more interested in filming the show than experiencing it live. Similarly, when traveling, they'd rather soak in the atmosphere, scenery, and culture of a place than fixate on taking the perfect photo for social media. Sigma males prioritize living in the moment, experiencing life in its raw, unfiltered state, rather than perpetuating the culture of oversharing. 7. Reckless driving. In pop culture, fast and aggressive driving is often portrayed as exciting and cool. Movies, music videos, and other media frequently depict this reckless behavior, creating a facade of glamour around it. Sigma males, however, see through this facade and regard the love of dangerous driving for what it truly is, irresponsible. They see it not only as reckless, but also as selfish and immature. Sigma males don't view reckless drivers as impressive figures, but as individuals who endanger their own lives and others just to appear cool for a moment. They find this behavior repulsive and pointless, believing that driving should be safe, deliberate, and mindful. For Sigma males, the thrill of speed doesn't justify the potential harm and risk they pose to themselves and others on the road. Do you agree with the points I've mentioned in this video? Let me know in the comments. If this resonated with you, then you already know that spark inside you isn't weakness, it's your calling. Write Unchained if you've already turned pain into power. If you're ready to stop pretending and forge your own code, then subscribe. Here, there's no theory, only men building themselves up. We'll leave you with a list of videos about the secret leadership of Sigma males on the screen.